Was it a dream? Rita gathered wildflowers in the wood while her brother Frank sat by the stream with his fishing rod. He must be tired of it by this time. He has been fishing for 2 hours, she said. Swinging her bunch of flowers, she walked to the place where her brother was sitting. Do stop fishing for a while and play with me. Aren't you tired of sitting still? She asked, leaning against the tree beside him. I don't think about it, answered her brother. I want to catch some fish, and to do that I must sit still. Rita knew she must wait for a long time, so she lay down near the stream and watched the swiftly flowing water. After some time, she began to feel very drowsy. After a little while, the water became so clear that she could see right through it. It grew more and more, so until it became as clear as glass. Rita could see the bottom of the stream and little fish swimming about quickly. Then she heard some little voices coming up from the water. This made her look closer, and she soon discovered a small group of fish who seemed to be speaking very eagerly to one another. She saw that they were gathered around Frank's line, at the end of which hung a tempting piece of bait. That, my son, Rita heard the largest fish say to one of the smaller ones, is a trap. I have seen hundreds of poor fish try to swallow that worm. Then they are pulled out of the water, and I have never seen them again. But mother, cried the small fish, I want to have just one bit. Look what a beauty it is. I am sure that it will not harm me. Inside the worm, continued the big fish, is a hook which will catch you, and you will not be able to get away. Then the boy at the top will pull you up and take you away. Still, the little fish looked longingly at the bait. Rita wanted to call out and tell him that his mother was right, but she was not sure if they would be able to hear her. The other fish did not say anything, but Rita saw that some of the smaller ones looked at the worm just as longingly as the little one who had spoken. For a few minutes, there was silence in the water. Then, all at once, the little fish darted forward and tried to swallow the bait. The next morning, he was wriggling about in a most pitiable manner and crying for help. His mother swam towards him in great distress. Come and help, she called in a trembling voice. All the other fish surrounded the line, and some caught hold of the little fish's tail and held on. Rita got very excited and jumped up from the bank. Rita, I have got a splendid catch. The line is so heavy I can hardly pull it in, exclaimed Frank loudly. Rita suddenly remembered where she was and realized that she must have fallen asleep. She walked slowly towards Frank, thinking about her strange dream. She had only stood by him a minute when, splash! The fishing rod flew out of his hand. The little fish jumped into the water, and Frank landed on the grass with a big thump. The sight was so funny that Rita could not help laughing heartily, especially as Frank was not at all hurt. It's all very well for you to laugh, he said when he had got up again, but that was the best catch I have ever had, and the splendid fish must have got off the hook. Rita grew very thoughtful. Could her dream have been true? It really did seem strange. And although she felt sorry for Frank, she could not help feeling very pleased that the poor little fish had got away. Written by Edith Robarts.